my 6-year-old granddaughter
loved to play games on my cell phone.
That's the sound of nearly a 400-pound woolly mammoth motherfucker!
Oh.
Oh God, I cannot even begin to imagine the utter tragedy of a child clenching my phone.
Sounding ass. How much you want to bet this dusty ass one damning hippopotamus of a woman has her whole iCloud storage filled with Pinterest cooking recipes? She probably spends her day browsing through book reviews on Facebook while she chomps down her whole ass bag of Werther's Original, playing Judge Judy in the background. Is it me or I could literally smell this woman's foul odors through my screen? The wave of expired cabbage and bingo cards almost blew me out of my chair. You know, it's sort of ironic that you're getting mad for a kid playing games on your phone when you look like one of the evil demon monkeys off a Temple Run.
I ain't desperate, got a death wish, wake up every morning, got a Zanny and her letters.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and ladies with dicks, to another X-rated Nat Geo Wild documentary. Like anyone else on a Saturday night, I was casually trying to get myself pregnant with a paper towel roll, and that's when the thought struck me harder than Riley Reid at a Christmas party that has been a little bit since I made a feature film on the man, the myth, the absolute dominant legend, Philippi McGrawlawalla III.
Shut the hell up, bitch.
It's been about 100 crescent moon falls since we took a glance at the albino milk dud of a man. Some say he can channel all 8 chakra points through his glistening gumdrop that rests above his eyebrows. Dr. Phil could probably melt the sun with his seismic dinner plate. And don't even get me started on that beautiful broom brush of his. When Dr. Phil washes the dishes, he doesn't even need a scrub brush. He just wipes that bitch squeaky clean with the foils of his stash. Wait, if only he saw me, man, I would make all his hairs on this mustache stand up like a Mormon's at a church reception. It's hard not to daydream. It's hard not to daydream about this wonder of a man. But you know what's not hard though? For Dr. Phil to finesse my bag. I swear this man sips his Jack and Daniel's MacBook in hand and just waits for me to upload just so he can slap his Philly Willy on the copyright button. There's no winning against him, man. Like fighting a grizzly bear with a spoon. As I was looking through Dr. Phil's channel, I was looking for the, the juiciest video to really just pop my cherry, and I found a video titled, "You Called the Police on a 6-Year-Old." Dr. Phil asked Grandma.
What the fuck?
Now that title already put Vaseline on the toast for me, but when I saw the person in her face, just already had me convinced her house is like a concentration camp. You know, she's not one of those slip you money under the table and bake you cookies kind of grandma. Well, the only thing she might be slipping you is cyanide into the damn cookies. You know, from the thumbnail alone, I can tell this woman is just a top tier Karen, so we might as well just take a glance at domestic abuse, because that's just what we do here on the Briz channel. Before I start though, I want you guys to drop a like on this video. If you don't, then you're gonna have to shave your pubes with a lawnmower, and from personal experience, you don't want to try that. If we can get 300 likes, that would be great. It's like the Spartans. I know there's 300 warriors that'll take the plunge, so I recommend you do it to join the fight against Silly Philly. Alright, without any more blabbering, let's dive right into it.
One day, my phone was missing. My granddaughter would not give me my phone back, and Janine would not tell her to give me my phone.
Okay, grab the lube and suck me through a tube. You're acting like you have to fight a 400-pound MMA fighter to grab what I'm guessing is your LG Stylo 4 from a 6-year-old. Like, I don't know if your granddaughter's a member of the fucking Avengers, but I feel like it's pretty easy to grab a phone from a kid. Unless the grandma was like Stephen Hawking's stepsister and she can't physically walk without shattering her pelvis, then maybe I can see why it's a little bit hard. And also, you blame Jamin from telling her to give your phone back. Like, I'm sorry, no one cares about your Cricket Wireless VTech. And maybe she's doing you a favor because I want to put money that this phone takes 4 minutes to radiate a signal.
Liz told my 6-year-old that she was going to call the police and have her arrested.
You're going to arrest a 6-year-old for taking your phone.
Is this nigga serious?
First off, what in the Timbuk fuck could a 6-year-old do with a phone in the first place? When I was 6, I didn't even know how to unlock a phone. And here she is over here acting like her granddaughter is part of a terrorist organization. It's like hijacking missile codes as we speak or some shit.
What the fuck do you want now?
There's not much time. Send in Team SEAL 6. Call in the airstrike.
Calm your tits, what is happening?
My 6-year-old daughter has my phone.
What the fuck?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice
I
message.
just don't understand, because I thought I saw this Pillsbury doughboy of a woman waddling down a park trail. So why can't she take the phone from her? Like, I just don't understand. But I guess that's the point of the wild karendebobcuttimus. You're not supposed to understand them.
I went to the neighbor's house and asked them to call the police. The neighbor called 911.
When the police officer realized that nothing was going on, he said, "Had a nice day," and left.
Well, I mean, what was he supposed to do? Tase a 6-year-old and take her away to solitary confinement? Well, I'm sure that's what the grandma wanted, that's for damn sure. You know, for someone that looks related to Yoda, this woman is not very wise. She has more brain cells than the hair on Dr. Phil's head, and that just says it all right there. I bet the 6-year-old just wanted to play cut the rope, but nope, this bitch had to ruin her session of Bubble Witch.
At this point, my children have all told me that they don't want to have a relationship with their grandmother.
Are you happy with yourself, Karen? No! You know, grandpas are always the people that are supposed to support you the most in your life. Well, at least in most families. Obviously, I guess there's grandparents who wants to watch their family rotting away in a jail cell, and this woman is a prime example of it. Also, isn't Meter she low-key look like one of those white furry things from SpongeBob? She used to wobble her way in the hidden Mongolian trees, and she left to become a Karen on Dr. Phil. That would be the saddest turn of events in history. This woman makes about as much sense as fighting a bull with a red towel.
And knowing how my mother acts and how dramatic she is, I don't blame them.
You called the police on a 6-year-old because he wouldn't give you your phone back?
You bet your sweet Bippy I did.
I didn't call the police on a 6-year-old because she wouldn't give me my phone back.
Well, I mean, just about an eye shutter ago, you just told us you wanted a practical toddler to be SWAT rated. Now you're telling me you never called? I appreciate the fact you got all dollied up to ruin your reputation on national television. Congratulations, Karen. You fucking played yourself. But you don't have to lie about it, though. Hair looks like a twin-sided used paintbrush. Looks like a horse's ass was thrown into your head.
I called the police because my daughter refused to have her daughter return my phone.
So you still call the police on a 6-year-old? Like, am I missing something? Okay, so you called the police on your daughter for not telling your granddaughter to give you the phone. So you still call the police on a 6-year-old regardlessly. You know, maybe the first step is you should stop buying your payment from behind a strip club, because I'm thinking there's something wrong with them to be thinking like this. She might have put just a little bit of too much nutmeg in her protein shake.
She knew exactly where it was.
I didn't know where it was. I had asked her several times, give Alma her phone so that she'll leave the room and you can just stay in here with me. And you scared her. You terrified her.
Don't care.
Look at her face. You can honestly give a clip shit less. There's just something about these people that I don't understand. Like, how do these people arise from their mattress happy about calling the police on a toddler? Like, she's 6, bro. Like, what could she do on your phone to begin with? Unless this woman has, like, FBI records on her phone, I don't get why she's so concerned. This bitty looks like she just walked out of Duloc Village from Shrek. Like Lord Farquaad's mother-in-law with that flattened horse tip.
In fact, to this day, every time she sees a police officer, she cowers a little bit. She thinks that they're there for her.
She literally told me she does not want to see you because you called the police on her.
Get the fuck out of here, bitch!
I mean, who can blame her, though? I know for a damn fact I wouldn't. Hell no. If I was a 6-year-old, you know, out on the sunny day, doodling on the driveway with some chalk and grandma pulls up, you bet I'm turning that driveway into a damn roadblock. I want to send my condolences for that 6-year-old for having that blubbering blob to be your grandmother. Imagine being on the news and everyone knows how crazy your grandma is. I bet her Thanksgiving dinner has to be so awkward that year. You bet your ass grandma had to eat in that damn basement.
You called the cops on a 6-year-old?
I didn't call.
Yes, you did.
Damn, you know it's real when Dr. Phil leans in to speak. Once his eyebrows start to quiver, my ass begins to shiver because you know Dr. Phil isn't playing when he lowers his eyebrows. Why is that a thing that all old men do when they get mad? They always try to levitate out of their seat. They always put their hands on the arms of the chair and raise their eye hair when shit hits the fan. You know there's gonna be a yee-haw when Tim McGraw's eyebrows look like a seesaw.
Don't play semantics with me. You called the cops on a 6-year-old.
I wanted my phone, Dr. Phil. She had looked on my phone. She had read through all my text messages.
Oh my sweet 7 shades of Neptune ball hair. She has to be the child of Satan. There is no other excuse. Where's my crucifix? Can we talk about her main concern was a 6-year-old reading her text messages? Dude, I'm pretty sure she couldn't even read half of the message on your phone to begin with. That shit probably looked like Morse code to her. Because I know damn right when I was 6, trying to read Green Eggs and Ham felt like a Harry Potter novel. Also, she said she felt violated? Like, what was she sending? Her cracked vase saw her a desert of a cooch on ourtime.com? Because how in the flying Jack and Jill funked on a hill can you feel violated by that?
I felt very violated.
After you gave the phone to the kids
And you thought that was a police matter.
I told them it's not an emergency.
But you called 911, which is an emergency number.
I really don't want to argue with you.
Excuse me, Karen. That's not called an argument. That's called you having the brain capacity of a 4-year-old child. She makes about as much sense as taking an epileptic kid to a disco party. I told the number you call for emergencies that it's not an emergency. Like, I don't see the big carbuncle here, Dr. Phil. I feel like this woman is the type of woman to cancel a doctor's appointment because she felt too sick.
Well, I wouldn't either if I were you.
I don't want to argue about it.
The more I look at her, the more I'm starting to notice she looks like an older inbred version of Edna from The Incredibles.
Come on, I mean, I'm just talking about common sense here. A bad mess.
Well, let me ask you this, Dr. Phil. If she thought it was so deplorable, why'd she even move in?
I don't know.
Better question, why did you let her move in? I mean, she looks confused. Like, maybe it's time to pull a reverse adoption and take her ass to a nursery home. Because it's pretty apparent she's not really thinking straightly at this point. I know, it's a shock to all, but something tells me this woman isn't 100% there mentally and maybe physically. You know, every time she walks down the stairs, her boobs flop down along with her like a slinky.
So it was supposed to be helping, but wasn't pulling their weight. Because of that, you know, again, obviously, Liz likes to always be the victim in a lot of situations. What will happen is she'll make up a situation.
Halt to production. Did they just have a damn exorcism be performed on her during the commercial break? Listen, Kara, I know it's hard to find her brain back there when you don't have one. With her Scandinavia middle part, and she has so much dandruff that she looks like a walking box of mini wheats.
Such as, you know, again, she didn't call the police, yet she just admitted she called the police. You know, she went next door. I didn't give them the local number. You know, it wasn't an emergency, and yet they responded in an emergent fashion.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how 911 works. You know, when Townville's in trouble, you don't call your local pizza shop to save the day, you feel me? Like, you're gonna call 911. That's kind of their purpose. If a man is suffering on the floor, gasping for air, I'm not gonna whip out my phone and dial up the funeral home and say, hey, buddy, I got one coming up hot for you. Unless you're an asshole, like, maybe, but, like, you're gonna call 911.
Dr. Phil,
And I have had my discussions with Nathan about it too. So, I mean...
and you weren't helpless, right?
No, I still got up and cooked dinners and took care of the kids.
She's out here desperately preaching about how she's struggling to support her family. I bet good old Big Belly Kelly is just sitting there like, yep. I called the cop on that bitch. Probably pissed off that she's been missing out on a rerun premiere of the season 2 of Golden Girls. Well, there's not really any more to talk about, so I'm just gonna slice it up there. Honestly, just running out of ideas to say. Now this episode is kind of turning into an NBC 60-minute interview, and I think Karen has gone flapping her chins like a deflated wet balloon. Some say her powerful flaps can even make the mightiest of men fall. Full of San Andreas fault on that hoe. Well, make sure to slap a like on this video for your dad slaps you. Subscribe, hit my vibe, and follow my socials, especially my Instagram. You know, help me out if you like the recent, because I think your boy's looking a little bit cute on that photo there. If help me get to 300 and have 300 likes on this video, that would mean the world. Also, if you're new, I would highly recommend you subscribe. You know, if you want to see some high and ultra 8K HD shit posting, then sub and hit the bell. Alright, bro, I'ma head out. Yo, can someone tell me if Betty White is underage?
Yo, my cup half full, but that's only cause of ice. If I want it, I'ma cop it.